Yeah.
Path curves between tall trees. Sunlight dots the ground. Leaves rustle gently in conversation. The squirrel pauses, considering. The breeze bends lightly without force. Even the shadows move slowly across benches and grass. Nobody hurries here. Everything moves by choice. Some motion carries meaning without explanation. I'm walking down a park path this afternoon, letting steps follow their tune. No need to speed or choose. If I linger by a tree a little longer, that's fine. I'm walking down a park path this afternoon. Joggers hum past softly. Dogs sniff and retreat. Footfalls blend with distant birds. Even the sunlight feels patient. Every turn in the path feels deliberate. Turns out movement can be reflected. I don't need to define progress or goals. Some understanding arrives just by going slow. I'm walking down a park path this afternoon, letting steps follow their tune. No need to speed or choose. If I linger by a tree a little longer, that's fine. I'm walking down a park path this afternoon. Patient is this emotion, even small steps. I let the walk finish itself. Yeah, I let calm remain. Turns out observation is reward. Path curves. Come tell me how I continue. Light slips through the curtain gap, like it's asking permission. Room still holding yesterday in quiet repetition. Floor feels cool under bare feet, house still half asleep. No plan written on the wall, just time I get to keep. The day hasn't made demands yet, that's my favorite part. Before goals start clearing their throat and knocking at the heart. I'm moving through a morning without instructions. No arrows pointing where to go. No checklist waiting for approval. Just letting the tempo show. If I start slow and stay there, that's fine. I'm moving through a morning without instructions. Kettle hums a patient note like it's been here before. Steam rises, curls, disappears, nothing asking for more. Thoughts line up, then wander off. No need to pull them back. Some days don't need a headline to stay on track. I don't need momentum yet, or a sharpened view. Sometimes clarity shows up when nothing's pushed through. I'm moving through a morning without instructions, no arrows pointing where to go, no checklist waiting for approval, just letting the tempo show. If I start slow and stay there, that's fine. I'm moving through a morning without instructions. Clock ticks like it's stretching awake, not ready to run. Every second swings gently like it's made of sun. I let the silence finish its thought, let the calm take hold. Turns out direction isn't lost when it's not controlled. When it's not controlled. The day opens its hands, I step in as I am.
Under the oak tree, leaves above ripple gently. People pass without notice or concern for me. Air carries fragments of conversation mixed with distant joggers' breath. Sun tilts low, softening edges, even noise feels intentional. Time doesn't demand, it merely exists. There's value in pause unclaimed by schedules. I'm sitting on a quiet park bench today, letting the world drift away. No need to move or measure. Oh wait, if I stay longer than I planned, that's fine. I'm sitting on a quiet park bench today.
Birds hop on the grass with ease, children's laughter fades in waves. Clouds float without destination, like they have no reports to file. Even the breeze seems aware of how slow this moment is. Turns out rest can't teach without giving lessons. I don't need to fill the space or manufacture meaning. Some clarity arrives just by staying.
I'm sitting on a quiet park bench today, letting the world drift away. No need to move or measure. Oh wait, if I stay longer than I planned, that's fine. I'm sitting on a quiet park bench today. Patience hums quietly where attention remains. I let the bench hold me, let calm remain. Turns out breathing here can do more than doing. Feet touch the ground, I rise slowly.
Buildings pause between colors, blue not fully gone. Windows wait to be illuminated, holding on. Streets stretch after long hours, breathing out heat. The city stands in a quiet gap between day and sleep. Everyone's moving towards something, dinner, rest or home. But nobody's rushing this moment, it's its own zone. I'm standing in the city before the lights, watching day loosen its grip on time. No need to rush the glow or decide. If I stay right here a little longer, that's fine. I'm standing in the city before the light. I'm standing in the city before the light. stops hum softly behind glass. Footsteps blend together. Sky darkens gradually like it's in no hurry either. Evening carries a promise without saying what. The calm before everything changes is enough. I don't need the night yet or the day to remain. Some balance exists briefly in between states. I'm standing in the city before the light, watching day loosen its grip on time. No need to rush the glow or decide. If I stay right here a little longer, that's fine. I'm standing in the city before the light. Before the light. Transitions don't announce themselves, they just occur. Meaning lives in the overlap, not the blur. I let the pause do its work, let patience stay. Some clarity shows up before the switch is made. Before the lights turn on, I keep walking. Yeah, yeah. Desk lamp circles a small universe, paper, screen, and pen. The rest of the room stays unbothered, waiting till when. Outside, traffic has thinned its voice inside. Thoughts line up slow. This hour doesn't ask questions, it just lets you go. The world feels farther away at this time of night, but clarity shows up easier under softer light. I'm sitting with a desk lamp past midnight, letting effort move without a fight. No pressure to make it perfect, just right. If progress looks smaller up close, that's fine. I'm sitting with a desk lamp past midnight. No stack up in rough sentences, ideas half polished, true. Nothing here needs applause, just needs to get through. Time stretches instead of pushing, minutes lose their edge. Even unfinished thoughts feel useful when they're handled gently. I'm not chasing a breakthrough or a final line, just giving attention one piece at a time. Sitting with a desk lamp past midnight, letting effort move without a fight. No pressure to make it perfect, just right. If progress looks smaller up close, that's fine. Oh, I'm sitting with a desk lamp past midnight. Oh, stillness teaches patience without a speech. Some nights are about showing up, not reaching. Yeah, I let the quiet carry the load, let focus remain. Turns out steady effort doesn't need strain. Lamp clicks off, oh, mine stays calm. Forecast promise open skies, clearer wide, but clouds were the anyway, didn't explain why. Yeah, check and stay home on purpose, now I feel the air. Fears are just what I wanted and somehow still work out there. Yeah, the world doesn't check in before it changes tone. Yeah, it just shifts the conditions and lets you respond along. I'm stepping to a day that didn't go as planned. Yeah. Learning how to understand. That flexibility feels better than demanded. If I stop predestined every turn, that's fine. I'm stepping through a day that didn't go as planned. Yeah, yeah. Side street shine from light rain. Yeah. the flictions rearrange. People move or lift the shoulders, untie the rider change. Conversations cushion you mid-sentence as if nothing broke. Turns out the day keeps flowing, these growing expectations. So I don't need control over weather or timing today. Some balance shows up easier when I let go of the say. I'm stepping through a day that didn't go as planned. Going out up from the stand. That flexibility feels better than demand. If I stop predicting every turn, that's why now I'm stepping through a day that didn't go as planned. I dare patient, doesn't look dramatic. It just kicks like finding a different rhythm. Midway through the mix, I let surprise slide in the hedges. Let patience explain. Not every shift needs a name. Clouds dead. So do assumption. Yeah. Headphones on, nothing playing, just muting the room a bit. Conversations blurring the texture like horns warming up backstage. Screens flash with urgent updates, all sounding the same. I turn the dial to almost silent, let life reframe. Every voice wants the front seat, every thought wants control, but there's clarity hiding at a lower decibel. I'm living in a low volume world where nothing needs to shout, letting the loud pass over me till it burns itself out. If I don't react on cue, that's fine. I'm living in a low volume. I'm living in a low volume world. Yeah, footsteps sync with my breathing. Street noise fades to hum. I notice the way light leans on things it doesn't own. A sparrow lands near my shadow and thinks better of it. Even moments hesitate sometimes before they commit. I don't need the sharpest signal or the brightest tone. Some truth arrive clearer when they barely know. I'm living in a low volume world when nothing needs to shout, letting the loud pass over me till it burns itself out. If I don't react on cue, that's fine. I'm living in a low volume world. The beat strips down the brushes, bass just walks the floor. Every sound knows its place now, doesn't push for more. I let the quiet fill the cracks, let space restore. Turns out peace was audible, I just lowered the door. Still living in a low volume world, breathing under the noise. No sudden moves, no sharp replies, just listening by choice. If call never trends again, that's fine. I'm living in a low volume world. Nothing got louder, but everything made sense. Lines of sunlight stretch
reach across the desk like they're measuring time. Dash floats without destination, unconcerned with progress. The screen waits patiently for the next idea. Nothing feels urgent, but everything feels near. Focus arrives without force when pressure leaves. Attention sharpens naturally. In the in-between, I'm working under stripes of mid-daylight, letting effort feel light. No need to finish everything in one bite. If the pace stays steady and calm, that's fine. I'm working under stripes of mid-daylight. Notes collecting uneven stacks, some useful, some not. Thoughts move like background jazz, loose but on the spot. Time doesn't drag or sprint, it simply holds. The work feels less heavy when it's not controlled. I don't need momentum that overwhelms. Some progress grows quietly by itself. I'm working on the stripes of mid-daylight, letting effort feel light. No need to finish everything in one bite. If the pace stays steady and calm, that's fine. I'm working under stripes of mid-daylight. Consistency speaks softly, but it stays. Small steps repeat themselves into days. I let the work unfold naturally, let calm remain. Turns out focus doesn't need strain. Like shifts, I continue.
Microwave hums like background music. Tasty chairs hold stories. Someone laughs halfway through a sentence. Nobody rushes the summary. Clock ticks louder than usual, but nobody looks up. This room runs on pauses more than productivity cups. These moments don't make reports or charts to show, but something about shared silence feels like it counts though. I'm standing in a break room between the hours, letting rest reset the power. No need to be impressive or louder. If nothing important gets decided, that's fine. I'm standing in a break room between the hours. Snacks line up without judgment. Everyone eats their own pace. Talk stays light by agreement. No pressure to save face. Outside the work waits patiently inside. Shoulders drop. Turns out recovery happens in places. No one clock. I don't need a long escape or a change of scene. Sometimes pause fits perfectly in between. I'm standing in a break room between the hours, letting rest reset the power. No need to be impressive or louder. If nothing important gets decided, that's fine. I'm standing in a break room between the hours. Rest doesn't always look like sleep. Sometimes it's ease. A few minutes without expectation. Just being. I let the quiet refill the space. Let calm remain.
Yeah.
Ideas knock, some louder than others, all asking to be heard. I used to open every door, now I listen first. Some thoughts just pass through like trains I don't ride. I watch them disappear on the other side. Yeah, mine used to feel like a debate, no winner inside. Now I let silence moderate what stays was lies. Not every thought needs a reply, not every feeling needs a name. Some things settle on their own when you don't intervene. If I let it pass me by, that's fine. Not every thought needs a reply. Breathing finds its own rhythm without counting bars. Attention drifts inward like dimming stars. I notice space between reactions that I missed before. Turns out calm was always there behind the door. I don't need to solve the moment or finish the line. Some clarity arrives when it's not confined. Not every thought needs a reply, not every feeling needs a name. Some things settle on their own when you don't intervene. If I let it pass me by, that's fine. Not every thought needs a reply. Baseline walks without instruction, brushes sweep the air. Even music knows restraint, knows when not to stare. I follow that arrangement, let tension untie. Turns out peace isn't empty, it's precise. Mind stays quiet, world stays wide. Mind stays quiet, world stays quiet. Mind stays quiet, world stays quiet. Fluorescent lights sound different after voices fade. There's hold unfinished sentences from earlier in the day. Chairs roll back into stillness, monitors glow low. This building changes character when it's left alone. Work feels lighter somehow without the crowd. Focus doesn't need witnesses to be loud. I'm working under lights after everyone's gone, letting silence keep me strong. No pressure to perform or belong. If progress moves quietly tonight, that's fine. I'm working under lights after everyone's gone. Keys tap out steady patterns, no rush in the sound. Thoughts line up more willingly when no one's around. The clock ticks honestly without demand. Turns out effort feels cleaner when it's unplanned. I don't need recognition or a sign. Some work completes itself over time. I'm working under lights after was done. Books stacked in orderly rows, dust motes catch stray sunlight. Pages whisper when turned, chairs creak softly in rhythm. Everyone moves slowly, focus unspoken. Even the clock hums without pressure. Nobody interrupts, nothing demands. There's a calm in attention without noise. I'm sitting in library corners today, letting thoughts find their way. No need to hurry or sway. If I linger over a page, that's fine. I'm sitting in library corners today. Pens tap quietly, notes line up in soft order. Windows show movement outside, but the room stays steady. Even breathing feels measured, like a slow song. Turns out learning can exist without strain. I don't need to impress or hurry along. Some focus appears by letting go. Thoughts continue.
Yeah. Path curves between tall trees, sunlight dots the ground. Trust so deadly conversation. Squirrel pauses considering, the breeze thins lightly without force. Even the shadows move slowly, the crust benches and grass. Nobody hurries here, everything moves by choice. Some motion carries meaning without explanation. I'm walking on a work path this afternoon. Planning steps, follow there too. No need to speak or choose. If I linger by a tree a little longer, that's fine. I'm walking down a park path this afternoon. Joggers hum past softly, dogs sit in retreat. Footfalls blend with distant birds. Even the sunlight feels patient. Every turn in the path feels deliberate. Turns of movement can be reflective. I don't need to define progress or goal. Some understanding arrives. Just
or choose. If I linger by a tree a little longer, that's fine. Walking down a park this afternoon. Patience exists in motion. Leave his phone stand. Tell her the war finish itself. Let go and rain. Turns out activation as we walk. Black curse. Continue. Bench holds the weight of a moment, nothing more. Paper bags unfold carefully, no rush to restore. Footsteps pass like punctuation between bites. The day keeps going smoothly without my input tonight. This break doesn't need purpose or design. It works just being separate from the line. I'm sitting through a lunch break in the open air, letting shoulders lower. There's no need to optimize a pause or prepare. If I return slightly slower than before, that's fine. I'm sitting through a lunch break in the open air. Conversations float halfway, then disappear. Birds negotiate crumbs nearby, unconcerned with careers. Even time seems cooperative right now. Minutes pass without asking how. I don't need distraction to feel away. Rest works quietly in broad daylight. I'm sitting through a lunch break in the open air, letting shoulders lower. There's no need to optimize the pose or prepare. If I return slightly slower than before, that's fine. I'm sitting through a lunch break in the open air. Stillness refuels differently than speed. Sometimes presence is what you need. I let the pause finish itself, let calm remain. Work feels lighter when I re-enter the frame. Back folds up, back I go.
La ba da 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 do, la ba da 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 do, la da 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 da.
Numbers blink on the crosswalk, counting seconds slowly. Feet shift, waiting for green cars, idle with gentle hum. Someone adjusts their bag, another hums quietly. The city moves in small fragments, each part aware of the rest. Nobody hurries here, even when they could. Some moments exist best in suspended pace. I'm standing at a crosswalk, counting the seconds, letting the pause feel complete. No need to rush or compete. If I wait an extra beat, that's fine. I'm standing at a crosswalk, counting the seconds. Buildings lean softly in the dust. Streetlights flicker with patience. Cars pass and disappear like thoughts moving naturally. Even the breeze contributes, gently rearranging everything. Turns out the world is slower than it seems. I don't need to force the light or bend the pace. Some flow exists naturally if you allow. I'm standing at a crosswalk, counting the seconds, letting the pause feel complete. No need to rush or compete. If I wait an extra beat, that's fine. I'm standing at a crosswalk, counting the seconds. Oh, patience lies between signals. It hums quietly. I let the moment finish itself, let calm remain. Turns out pause carries its own rhythm. Greener ride, steps continue. Bench under the tree, leaves ripple softly. Sun spills onto the path, a dog sniffs carefully. Birds hop along branches, people passing. Silence streams, even air moves politely between moments. No one demands attention, no noise intrudes. Some clarity comes from simply sitting. I'm sitting on a park bench today, letting the world find its way. No need to move or change. If I stay a little longer, that's fine. I'm sitting on a park bench today. Children laugh in the distance. Breeze carries faint music. Pigeon adjust on the roof. Even sunlight bends. Everything fits together quietly. Turns out observing can teach you. I don't need purpose or direction. Some lessons appear in pause. I'm sitting on a park bench today, letting the world find its way. No need to move or change. If I stay a little longer, that's fine. I'm sitting on a park bench today. Oh, stillness is a rhythm, not a void. I let the bench hold me, let calm remain. Turns out breathing is enough. Feet touch the ground, our eyes slowly. Ooh. Automatic doors open slowly, like they're still waking up. Floors shine from overnight effort. Shelves stand patient and full. Carts roll gently without collision. Everyone learning the layout. Morning moves on unspoken rules that somehow work out. Nobody's in a rush to browse or fill the space. There's calm and moving deliberately at this pace. I'm walking through store aisles early today, letting choices stay light. No pressure to stock up on everything in sight. If I leave with only what I need, that's fine. I'm walking through store aisles early today. Labels line up in quiet rows. Colors stay polite. Music hums at a distance, never taking the spotlight. Thoughts slow down between sections. Breadfruit and time. Turns out decisions feel easier when the room is aligned. I don't need abundance or excess to feel okay. Some clarity shows up when options step away. I'm walking through store aisles early today, letting choices stay light. Bracelets to stock up on everything in sight. If I leave with only what I need, that's fine. I'm walking through store aisles early today. Itself, it just fits like finding the right item. Without a list, I let the moment remain practical. Let calm stay, enough is clear in its own way. Receipt folds, morning continue. Chair angled toward the window, light doing half the work. Air feels loose, unmeasured, nothing here to impress. Thoughts sit without organizing, no hierarchy. Just ideas passing through without questioning me. I used to rush empty hours like they owed me proof. Now I let them exist without a use. I'm staying in a room with no deadline. No clock leaning over my shoulder. Time doesn't need a reason to move slower. If nothing changes for a while, that's fine. I'm staying in a room with no deadline. Sun shifts quietly across the wall like it's counting for itself. Every second feels optional, not something I have to help. Breathe lands easy, natural. No rhythm to chase. The absence of urgency feels like space. I don't need progress to be loud or visible today. Some growth happens silently along the way. I'm staying in a room with no deadline. No clock leaning over my shoulder. Time doesn't need a reason to move slower. If nothing changes for a while, that's fine. I'm staying in a room with no deadline. Minutes stretch like they're comfortable right where they are. No finish line in the distance, no starting gun far. let stillness speak. Turns out rest can move you forward without your feet. Room stays the same. I don't Nothing dramatic in the mirror, same face, same day, but something shifted internally without moving a thing. Steps feel lighter for no reason, breath lands where it should. Growth doesn't always announce itself, it just feels good. I used to wait for proof that I was moving ahead. Now I notice how calm feels when it settles instead. Quiet is still movement, still forward, still true. Not everything that changes needs a signal or cue. If no one sees it happen, that's fine. Quiet is still movement, and conversations come and go like trains I don't board. Some used to pull me off balance, now they pass without force. I hold space without grip and let thoughts rise and fall. There's strength in not reacting to everything at all. I don't need applause for learning to stay. Some lessons land softly and rearrange the day. Quiet is still movement, still forward, still true. Yeah, not everything that changes needs a signal or cue. If no one sees it happen, that's fine. Yeah, quiet is still movement. Yeah. Clock ticks steady like a bassist walking the floor. No rush to impress anyone, no need for more. I let the silence say what it knows, let patience speak. Turns out progress can whisper and still be deep. Nothing looks different, but everything is. Feet shift lightly on asphalt. Traffic hums far away. Pedestrians pause, glance around. Some check their watches, some don't. Streetlight changes slow, like it knows the day's tempo. Even the wind bends politely between buildings. Nobody rushes here, even for a second. Some clarity exists in just standing still. I'm pausing at a crosswalk today, letting the city take its way. No need to hurry or force. If I wait an extra beat, that's fine. I'm pausing at a crosswalk today. Car tires hum on wet roads. Paper flutters along curbs. Dogs tug on leashes gently. Kids laugh softly down the block. Even the smallest moments feel full. Turns out observing can be enough. I don't pausing at a crosswalk today, letting the city take its way. No need to hurry or force. If I wait an extra beat, that's fine. I'm pausing at a crosswalk today. Time hums quietly between signals. I let the moment settle, let calm remain. Turns out patience is found in small pauses. Light turns green, steps continue.
Yeah. Half-written notes on the desk, pen resting mid-thought. Sun hanging high like it forgot what it was taught. Text lined up, polite but firm, waiting for my name. I nodded them respectfully, then do nothing the same. I was taught to finish everything, no matter the cost. But some things stay gentle when they stay unfinished and lost. I'm sitting in an unfinished afternoon, no rush to make it resolve. Letting hours exist halfway without needing a result. If some things don't get done today, that's fine. I'm sitting in an unfinished afternoon. Hey, 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 hey. That's fine. Dust floats like it's got nowhere else to be but here. Yeah. Room hums low with daylight, soft and sincere. Thoughts arrive without structure, leave without sound. Not everything needs closure to stick around. I don't need the full picture or a perfect frame. Some moments stay honest when they don't explain. I'm sitting in an unfinished afternoon, no rush to make it resolve. Letting hours exist halfway without needing a result. If some things don't get done today, that's fine. I'm sitting in an unfinished afternoon. Time leans back, loosens its tie, stops watching the door. Every second swings a little like it's heard this before. I let the baseline carry the weight, let effort dissolve. Turns out rest can be progress without being called. The sun lowers slightly, nothing complains.
Sign buzzes but never quits. Footsteps overlap and borrow time. Everybody got somewhere to exist. Buzz breaks high at the intersection like they done this too many times. I lean into the background motion, let the street finish my lines. Headlines scream from every screen, but I tune them thin. There's a pulse under the pavement. If you listen in, I move at the side street tempo, not fast, not slow, just right. Where nobody's looking too closely and everything breathes at night. If I don't stand out in the crowd, that's fine. I move at the side street tempo. Yeah. A couple laughs without a punchline. Smoke curls from a doorway break. Someone hums an off-key melody that somehow still sounds honest. Neon reflection or slick puddles, city painted without a plan. Every moment feels accidental, that's how I understand. I don't need the main road shine or a louder sound. Yeah, there's truth in the margins where life hangs around. I move at the side street tempo, not fast, not slow, just right. When nobody's looking too closely, everything breathes at night. If I don't stand out in the crowd, that's fine. I move at the side street tempo. Yeah. Traffic lights blink like they're undecided on what matters most. Every second swings just a little like I half remember told. I let the city play through me, no hook, no boast. Just a walking baseline through moments most folks go still moving at the side street tempo. Loose steps, quiet pride, no headline quote, no center stage, just living between the lines. If I never speed it up, that's fine. I move at the side street tempo. Set up. Street fades behind me, but the rhythm stays. Street fades behind me, but the rhythm stays.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Last track fades without warning. Silence fills the room. Speakers hold their position like they're waiting for cues. The day doesn't end dramatically, it just loosens its grip. Everything unfinished stays gentle in this dip. Endings don't need explanation to be real. Some closure shows up in how you feel. I'm sitting at the end of a playlist tonight, letting quiet feel right. No urge to restart the sound or fight. If I stay here a moment longer, that's fine. I'm sitting at the end of a playlist tonight. Thoughts slow down without rhythm, but still align. Memory replays selectively out of time. The absence of sound feels intentional, like the space between words is functional. I don't need noise to confirm I'm okay. Some balance arrives when tracks fade away. I'm sitting at the end of a playlist tonight, and letting quiet feel right. No urge to restart the sound or fight. If I stay here a moment longer, that's fine. I'm sitting at the end of a playlist tonight. Silence isn't empty, it's held like a breath before something else. I let the stillness settle in. Let calm remain. Tomorrow can cue itself again. Screen dims, room stays calm.
Morning doesn't ask permission, it just arrives. Light leaks through blinds like it knows the schedule better than I do. Floor feels colder than expected. Coffee tastes exactly how it should. Nothing remarkable happening, which somehow feels good. Emails stacked like unopened windows, waiting to be seen. But the day feels less demanding when I don't rush the screen. I'm moving through a Monday without resistance, letting time do most of the lifting. No fight with the hours, no insistence. If the pace feels average at best, that's fine. I'm moving through a Monday without resistance. Shoes land in familiar places. Sidewalks remember my step. Traffic hums and practice patterns. Nobody's trying to impress. Even the clouds look organized, like they showed up on cue. The world keeps running smoothly without asking what I'll do. I don't need motivation speeches or a spark to begin. Some days are built on consistency, quietly winning. I'm going through a Monday without resistance. I'm letting time do most of the lifting. And no fight with the hours, no insistence. If the pace feels average at best, that's fine. I'm moving through a Monday without resistance. Momentum doesn't always roar, sometimes it hums. Progress happens in repetition. Now where it's from, I let the routine hold me up. Let effort remain. Turns out showing up counts the same. Clock keeps moving. Clock keeps moving. So do I. Keeps moving.
Alley stretches under dim lamps. Tiles glisten from earlier rain. Footsteps echo softly, each answering another. Air smells faintly of asphalt and something unclaimed. Even silence feels lit with small histories. Nobody interrupts here, even passing cars speak politely. There's understanding and quiet without explanation. I'm walking through night, alley echoes tonight, letting sounds carry their weight. No need to follow or lead. If I linger a step longer, that's fine. I'm without pressure. Windows above show faint light, rooms filled with private motion. Even distant laughter feels coordinated. Turns out I can teach attention. I don't need commentary or narrative to engage. Some lessons arrive when you observe. I'm walking through night alley echoes tonight, letting sounds carry their weight. No need to follow or lead. If I linger a step longer, that's fine. I'm walking through night alley echoes tonight. Stillness hums in layers. Sound becomes a guide. I let the echoes finish. Let calm remain. Turns out listening is enough. How the empties are continuing.
Yeah. Yeah. Blinds barely open, morning unsure if it wants to come in. Yeah, she told yesterday's shape like they remember me better than I do. Room smells like sleeping coffee, leftover calm in the air. I let the ceiling finish its story while I stay right here. World keeps knocking on the door like it's got something urgent, but I found a grace period in staying on current. I'm on late check out with the day. No rush fee, no need to explain. Letting the hours overstay, let hours overstay in their own way. If productivity waits outside, that's fine. I'm on late check out with the day. Sun crawls across the wall slowly like it's testing the room. Phone lights up, then quiets back down like it respects the mood. Thoughts arrive without structure, leave without goodbye. Nothing that needs improvement, nothing needs a why. I don't know the clock efficiency on my best disguise. Some mornings just ask for presence before reply. I'm on late check out with the day. No rush fee, no need to explain. Letting the hours overstay and their hours overstay in their own way. If productivity waits outside, that's fine. I'm on late check out with the day. Yeah. Minutes stretch like tired travelers looking for a place to land. Time leans back in his chair, says take what you can. I let the quiet make decisions, let the rest redraw the plan. Turns out slowing down was already in my hands. Still on late check out with the day. Breathing in what I'd usually trade. No gold star, no time parade. Just unafraid if I leave later than expected, that's fine.